Jon Snow.
Oh, Jon Snow.
Game of Thrones.
Gotcha. I don't watch Game of Thrones, and yet I know who that is. I watched like the first 3 episodes.
Oh yeah? You didn't get hooked?
I'm just watching too many episodes. Too many shows right now. I'm watching Walking Dead, Gotham, This Is Us, Fuller House. And I'm like, I can't commit to like, because they're continuous. It's not like The Simpsons where you watch an episode, you don't have to watch for a month, and then you can laugh again. You know, it's like if you don't watch for a month, you're like, great, now I got to start all over because I don't get it. You know, it's too much commitment for me right now.
Well, lucky you can watch Game of Thrones. And it is Halloween. So it's great to have you here, Tony Manzoni. Anthony Manzon.
What's up, everybody?
Team Manzon. We are live. So we'll be sharing this. I'll be sharing this as well. And you know, it's the question is, how do you get your home sold during the holidays? This is something that people are looking at right now. And also, has this become a spooky time in San Diego real estate? So I'll give you sort of the preface for that, which has to do with just the information that I've heard from people recently, sellers who are saying they're having a hard time selling their homes. Now, when we go through a hot marketplace like this, sometimes the easiest and obvious answer is the house is priced too high. There's also a middle ground somewhere in there where maybe it's not the price, maybe it's the activities, you know, that their agent is performing. It's hard to say, but sometimes it's the market. So I think when we've seen the market be so good for so long, the tendency for a lot of agents is, well, let's get good photography, let's put it on the MLS, and that should be good enough, you know, which is obviously not the Team Manzon Mega Open House experience.
Yep.
So I think you've got an advantage right now, and I think people who are working with you and your team have an advantage right now in the marketplace because a lot of agents are still kind of asleep at the wheel, doing the sort of the basics.
Bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
Yeah.
And if you never subscribe to the bare minimum is good enough, which I know you don't, then you don't have problems like that. So we have a really cool listing we're going to talk about. We're going to show people. This is fresh
today.
On the market.
Hit the market today.
Hit the market today. Literally not even on Zillow yet.
Not yet.
Not even on. Not even there yet. But we're going to show you pictures of this under $400,000 home in San Diego County, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Yep, 1.5 bath.
3-bed, 1.5 bath.
Almost 1,400 square feet.
So that's an awesome deal. So we're going to show you that, which is also just hit the market today and will be open this weekend on Saturday.
Yep, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
And it's the only time to see it. It is tenant occupied, and the tenants really want to limit the showing. So the only time to see it is going to be this Saturday and Sunday. They've made it clear they're not going to allow any showings after that. So
okay, so you can see it here first. So we're going to show you this listing, which is in 92114, and it's around the listed price is around $400,000, right?
Yeah, so we're actually priced $375,000 to $400,000.
Okay, so range.
It's a single story house as well. Those are really high in demand right now. With baby boomers, everyone wants a single story house. Fully detached, no HOA, no Melrose, has RV parking on the side, big backyard with a big hill, a lot of privacy, and I actually have views of downtown San Diego from the front yard. You can peek out.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So that's a heck of a teaser because we're going to show you the exact pictures of this property, which is offered through Team Manzon, and it's the hottest listing on the marketplace right now. Just hit the market today.
Yep.
So before we get to that, though, Anthony, I want to have you give us some insight on sort of, you know, what are some of the things that you need to do this time of year, especially because November's tomorrow.
Yeah, and then Christmas is the day after that, basically, and then New Year's.
Right? It's like there's a couple of months of whirlwind for people traveling and just in holidays and prepping to have people in the house and things like that. What are some of the things that people can do who actually have been trying to sell their home? Maybe they were listed with another agent. Maybe they tried to do for sale by owner. Maybe they tried to do some silly thing or whatever. Who knows? But now they're like, you know what, dude, we need to sell this place. We've got to go. Or, hey, we got into escrow, or we're seeing houses finally pop up that we want to buy. Or so we need to sell. What are some of the things people can do?
So number one, I think the most important thing is actually play off the holiday. Like use the holiday to your advantage. So number one, what I always am coaching with my sellers is make it so convenient for the buyer to work around the holiday. So we're a little bit past what the ideal time frame would have been for Thanksgiving. But we can still play off of Christmas. So what I'm telling my sellers is to make this really attractive, let's play off of Christmas for right now. Let's say that's our time frame. Number one, put up some pretty neutral Christmas decorations. You don't need the stars. Just put up some nice holiday decorations, use holiday smells, and coordinate your timeline to make it almost so convenient for the buyer that they can move in before Christmas. Because a lot of the buyers we're talking to right now, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to spend my first Christmas in our new house. However, if you're able to market in that way, say, hey, this house is ready to go, sellers want to move out before Christmas, how nice would it be to celebrate your first Christmas in your new house? It almost attracts the right buyers to that house, because who wouldn't want to spend Christmas in their brand new house?
Yeah, that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
And if you're the seller, you also want to do the same.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a win-win for both sides. I mean, the sellers don't want to be living in a house that's almost practically bare on Christmas Day. They want to find out where they're going to go, whether that's an apartment, move in with family. You know, they want some stability as well. So why not use that to your advantage? Create the closing date. So it's, let's say, December 15th or December 17th. Give them enough time so that they can move into the new house and enjoy Christmas there.
Awesome. All right, so number one is use the holidays to your advantage. Play off of it. Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace it. Number two, right now, more than ever, curb appeal is going to be very important to your house. In the summer, in spring, it's so easy to sell the house based on the weather. People are walking in, they're seeing how sunny it is, they're seeing the kids playing outside. Right now, it's fall, it's a little bit darker, it could be raining as they're moving in. So number one, it's going to be a lot more important to work on your curb appeal. Rake up all the dead leaves that are falling off of the trees, make everything look really nice, because if it isn't raining when they're showing your house, they're going to be looking at that stuff. Whether they are consciously thinking about it or subconsciously thinking about it, they're thinking about, oh, it's dark, I'm going to remember this house as, oh, that's the dark house. You know, so it's really important that you either, number one, make the curb appeal look more amazing than it normally is. Number two, make the inside of the house really shine and really sparkle, because you almost have to take away the outside of the house, because if it's raining, when we show properties in the rain, the buyers, no matter how amazing the backyard is, sometimes they go and they peek their head out and they're just like, oh, okay. And like, if that's your main selling point, you just lost that. You know, so you really got to make the inside of the house show a lot better than it normally does, either the front or back, if you're hoping it's not raining.
What do you subscribe at all to the idea that if you have a house that doesn't have AC, you should try to sell it in the winter months, or not try to sell it in the summer months?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, in summer, that's the number one question buyers are asking. Does this house have AC? Does it have AC? Because they're currently dealing with that problem right now. In the winter, you almost have nobody asking for that, which is great. So maybe if you don't have AC, that's a great point to bring up. Now could be the best time to do it, because buyers aren't asking for that, and there's no reservations for your house if you don't have AC at this time.
Yeah, so that's, I was just thinking, I was just curious, you know, I've always kind of heard that. I'm not sure if buyers really care or not, but I think it's probably one of those things that doesn't come up as much.
Yeah, well, they care a lot in the summer.
That's right.
Yeah, they almost like, oh my gosh, AC can be up to $10,000 for some houses, so they try to put in offers $10,000 less, because like, we need AC. You know, it has to have it, and it's like not even that bad, and yet, you know, some buyers, they need it because they come from condos or they come from apartments that all have AC, so when they move to their first house, it's like 90 degrees outside, they feel like they need it, whereas in the summer, they almost don't even ask anymore.
Gotcha. So, so number two then is, you know, curb appeal, and also make sure that lighting is good on the interior side of things.
Yeah. Okay. And then number three, I would say, is use smells to your advantage. I mean, you really want to play off of every element that you possibly can, because a lot of your senses are taken away, you know, in terms of lighting and sight. So why not make it appealing to the senses in terms of smell? So maybe you can have fresh baked cookies or cinnamon smells. Make them feel like when it was Christmas when they were a kid, when they first walk into that house. You know how smell will bring back memories from the past? If you could almost play off of those and use like those really holiday smells, as soon as they walk in, they start thinking about all their amazing memories of the past, their Christmas at home, and it just makes them want the house so much more.
What about pumpkin smell?
Pumpkin smell, yeah, that's great.
That's really in this time of year, and I think that has sort of a holiday attachment to it. You just buy pumpkin spice lattes and just
oh, that's amazing.
Just open them up and just leave them laying around.
Yeah, have hot chocolate, you know, maybe at the showings, at the open houses, if it's a cold day, serve hot chocolate. Do things to play off the weather.
Okay, all right, makes sense. So there's three great tips on how to get your home sold during the holidays. And you know, these guys at Team Manzon know how to sell homes. It's the reason why you guys are #1 on Yelp.
Thank you.
Chula Vista Real Estate, all the 5-star reviews. There's a reason for it. And there's a reason why people who are home sellers who have great deals, like the one we're about to show you, called Team Manzon. So let's pull this one up, and I'll go ahead and just sort of, you can just kind of walk us through the property here, Anthony. This is so this is that curb appeal you were talking about right here.
Yep. So this is the front of the house. This one is tenant occupied. So front of the house, Single story, like I said, brand new garage door. They put a new roof on the back half. Let's move forward, side. So as you can see on the side of the yard, there's room for RV parking. Has vinyl fencing, so that's going to last a pretty long time as well.
Nice 2-car garage there.
Yep. Front yard, not too much. And keep in mind also as well, this one is tenant occupied. When we work with the sellers directly, they're a lot more willing to do whatever it takes to get the house ready.
Gotcha.
The tenants, you know, especially with limited showing, not as appealing. Yeah. Oh, and there's our view, downtown San Diego from the front yard.
That's crazy, as you can see all the way down there.
Yeah, you're like right on top of the hill, so super cool. So as you walk in, you got the front, would be like the formal dining room, however they turn it into like a lounge area with a bar. Pretty cool.
Dang, that is cool.
Yeah, you come on in. Like I said, it's all single story. You can see on the other side of that bar, you got the kitchen with its stainless steel appliances, and it opens right up to the big old family room with the high ceilings. So.
I love that 50s style sort of step up, step down to the different living spaces.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite design setups.
Very cool. So original kitchen, house, you know, does need some updating, and yet under 400,000, you won't find that. And this is the big family room. So family room, got your big screen TV, leads right outside to the backyard. Stainless steel ceiling fans.
Is that fireplace like marble?
Yeah, that's well, not marble. I think that's like a maybe a granite.
Yeah.
Like they use like granite, or it could be marble.
It looks like a Christmas tree. Talk about playing off the holidays.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
And it's a huge space. This home, you know, is what, 1,400?
Yeah, just about under 1,400 square feet.
Just under 1,400 square feet. So
yeah.
You got nice sized bedrooms here, and obviously has a restroom.
Yeah, gotta have those.
Gotta have those. The RV parking here, so that's a big deal for people because you know, not that everyone has an RV, but having extra parking space.
Yeah, the option
is just great to have.
You can just drive your cars through to the back, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, that's where the tenant kept his car. And there you go. Got your big yard, big grass, got your big hill, nice and private.
Awesome.
It's about 10,000 square foot lot. So, hey, under
crazy.
400.
So this is hot on the market today. Hit the market today.
Yep, about an hour ago.
About an hour ago. The only way you can see this property is at the open house this weekend.
Yep, Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. Only time to see it. If you don't see it that time, you missed out.
And I mean, I don't know how many other 3 bedrooms there are, you know, in this 375 to 400, which is what it's listed at range. But I do know that, you know, the Redfin estimate here shows 417 as the estimated, you know, value of the home. Now, we don't know what, you know, the market will tell us what the home is worth.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, you know, just looking at a three bedroom, first of all, in the $400,000 range is hard to find detached.
Yeah.
With the no Melrose, no HOA.
Single story.
Single story. That's tough.
Yeah. To be honest, you probably, if we ran a search right now, we probably wouldn't even find another one under like 430.
Yeah. So it's just an incredible deal. So if you want to see this property, of course, you can contact Team Manzon directly. We'll have all their information posted in this post. But if you want to see the property, it's going to be this weekend.
Yep, this weekend.
That's going to be a great time for someone to scoop something up. And what a perfect home, especially for like a military family, you know, right in the price range, in the VA price range, not far from Coronado, where we know a lot of those guys work. It really could be a good fit.
Even from like an investor standpoint too, because, you know, I know with investors, they're looking no HOA, no Melrose, single story house, you know, average bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I mean, it's kind of something even an investor would want to rent out long term.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be a good long term hold.
Yeah, long term for sure.
At that price range. Okay, fantastic stuff. All right, my man. And so, you know what we forgot to talk about?
What's that?
The Team Manzon pumpkin carving contest.
Oh, dang.
For your clients. So I carved a pumpkin yesterday for the first time in like 25 years, literally. And I had no idea you guys were doing this. Of course, this is for your past clients. So not only do people get the truck, the Team Manzon moving truck, if they work with you guys, and the mega open house and additional marketing services that you guys provide, but you do cool client events and stuff like that all the time, and this was one of them.
Yeah, so right now we're actually having our Team Manzon 2017 pumpkin carving contest. Winner of this year's contest is going to get a 55-inch flat screen Samsung Smart TV. And the deadline is today. The team's gonna pick the top 3 tomorrow, and then the public's gonna vote for 24 hours on who's gonna get the TV.
Dang.
And it's cool because our clients, they go all out. Last year's winner, shout out to the Patton family. They did a video. They did like a storyboard. They did a video. They had actors in it. So like they had, not only was it an amazingly carved pumpkin, they went all out with the kids, the family. They made it a fun activity. It's really cool to see our clients embrace the activity and not just, of course it's fun for the competition and winning, but I've talked to a lot of clients yesterday, like, you know, same thing as you. I haven't carved a pumpkin in 10 years. Me and my wife treated it like a date night, and we just had a glass of wine and we carved our pumpkins and we submitted it, and they were like really thankful that it kind of brought them together, because the husband kind of didn't want to carve it, and then when she told him there's a TV, he's like, heck yeah. So they made it like a date night kind of thing, and it's cool. It's one of our activities that we do. We have a lot of our activities for our clients. We like to spoil them. We have our client appreciations. We do a lot of stuff. It's cool because our clients thank us almost every single day, saying like, I'm so glad you're not one of those realtors that just after you sold their house, you forgot about us and we never saw you again. It's cool. We see our clients like kids grow up. You know, it's really cool to see that.
Very, very cool. And a 55-inch Samsung smart TV.
No joke.
Is no joke.
Yeah.
That's for real.
It's not a Jamba Juice gift card or something like that. It's a real TV.
It's not a Starbucks gift card for sure. That's a legit TV that someone could use and go in someone's home and they will love it for years and years. Yeah. So really, really cool. So the deadline's today. Manzon client pumpkin carving contest. And they don't have to bring you the pumpkin. No,
they just take a picture of themselves with the pumpkin first, and then they upload a picture of like the pumpkin in good condition.
Gotcha.
I mean, with its detail. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will say it was the best pumpkin I've ever carved.
Dang.
The one I did last night. Took the time to trace out a little ghost thing on it, and, but it probably wouldn't win your contest.
Dang. Yeah, it's pretty high level pumpkin carving. I was just telling you, Derek, if I was in a pumpkin carving contest, I wish like, who's going to start a pumpkin carving contest for me? Because I want to enter, and I want to make like a pumpkin suit. Like I want to buy a big pumpkin, carve out legs, put my legs in it, get a big one, put on my body, and I'll be like, Pumpkin Man. Like, that's what I would do to win this contest. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? That suit could be probably like 30 pounds. It's probably going to be pretty heavy.
I'm telling you, those pumpkins are really heavy.
Yeah.
They're really, really heavy. I tried to buy a huge pumpkin one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy that pumpkin. And I saw it when I first walked in the store, and I was like, hey, put a sold sticker on that. I'm going to buy it on the way out. Dude, it was like 3 of us trying to get that thing.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. And then it wouldn't fit in my trunk, and I was like, dang.
Dang, you had to bring it back?
I had to bring it back, man. Couldn't get it. I was
if you had the Team Manzon moving truck,
that's the thing.
Yeah, you could have got it for free. You could have picked it up.
And maybe that's why I was so scarred and hadn't carved a pumpkin in so long.
Dang. The pumpkin chooses you.
That's
you don't
right.
choose the pumpkin.
That's right. That's right. All right, man. Great stuff, and congrats on this amazing listing. One of the hottest properties in San Diego right now. You can check it out, obviously, online, but if you want to see it, it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. Anthony Manzon, great to see you again, my friend.
Thank you.
Tremendous stuff. Thanks for tuning in.